Welcome to the open world zombie apocalypse. This massive custom Minecraft map is in a world where zombies have overtaken everything, and civilization has ended. I've spent 700 days exploring every building, looking for survivors, learning the stories of what happened to the world. Right now I'm exploring the last city blocks of the last city on the map. Every location has a story. What will I discover next? Whew. Oh, they were waiting for me at the door. Oh, bang on the doors are giving me a headache. What's this? Harder? Man, becoming a doctor is much harder than I imagined. I've taken like 18 tests and it's only been a month since classes started back up. At this rate, I'm going to need a doctor to save me. I wonder if these apartments are for the medical students in that building I explored earlier. Baby zombie. Overrun. The hospital is becoming so overrun. I swear, I think we may just need to stop. Like, we're at full capacity here, 70% of them with the suspected NVDI-15 virus. I may make a call to my head, tell them I'm quitting. It's not surprising that they were getting overwhelmed. Constant bang on doors is giving me a headache. Gotta get rid of these zombies and get them to stop making that racket. The sun's starting to get high. Also, it'd be kind of nice if I could clear the rest of this building before it gets too hot to wear armor. That would be nice. I'm in a bit of a race against time here. Yeah, it's getting too hot for armor. I have learned my lesson. I can't wear armor right now because it's too hot. I'm not facing all those zombies right now. I'm gonna let some time pass. Oh! Scared the piss out of me! Sorry for that shaky cam, but that zombie scared the heck out of me. Snuck up behind me. This floor is pretty well lit up at this point, but they're coming from the stairs above. And there are a lot of them. Bit. Uh-oh, that's ominous. I got bit yesterday by some freak. I hope they didn't have that new virus, or else I'll be put into quarantine. And I have a movie night with my boyfriend tomorrow. Oh, honey. Denial ain't just a river in Egypt. Which, you know, it does cause me to question something. I've actually been tagged by these zombies many times. And it hasn't led to me turning into a zombie. I wonder if there's a reason for that. I can't imagine what, but I wonder if there's a reason. Oh, I think I've reached the top floor. And yep, there's a few zombies in here. A few. hospital in the adjacent building there. That's a parking garage, it looks like. I've searched that. I've searched that. So, I think that corner hasn't been searched. I gotta go south. Oh! It's frustrating how the streets are just filled with zombies. I can't seem to clear it. Consultation, ultrasound, transducer. Small handheld wine-shaped device used to perform ultrasounds. I'm gonna hold on to these. I might have use for them. This must also be some extension of the Los Echos Hospital. This is someplace that has prenatal care, that kind of thing. Oh, I hate buildings like this that don't have a stair. The elevator's out of order, obviously. And it looks like I'm going to have to climb up ladders. Very dangerous, very precarious. Shoot. Don't let them knock you off the ledge. Blood testing, oh. Oh, this looks like maybe some kind of MRI machine. Medication storage? What's this note say? Radiologist is getting effed up with the sudden influx of new patients. I was checking drug inventories and found we are missing tons of antipsychotic and antibacterial medication, combined with reports of fake conditions. I believe people may be faking conditions, then running into medical offices to take medications when people walk away. I'm ordering the lockdown of all medical storage closets containing medications of these classes. Keep them locked and only open it for the duration of your time in the closet. I don't see a way in except to break in. Wow. Treat severe allergies, often put in emergency medical units. Treat severe allergies? It makes you super powerful. I kind of want to drink that. What's this stuff? Oh, that's a laxative. Very safe to use, but not recommended for anyone in any type of starvation. Yeah, let's just throw that. I don't need that. There we go. Haha! Woo! I am screaming forward fast. That drug is amazing. Probably shouldn't have taken it, but I took it anyway. Gotta remember I'm not wearing armor right now. Ah! Gotta be careful also because it's midday and it's really hot, but yeah, there is a sky bridge that leads to the main hospital from here. But it's barricaded off so that I can't actually get in there from here. I thought I saw something like that on the map. Like another bridge, or saw something about that, but I couldn't figure out how to get there. Some notes here. Patient has come in unable to move. White liquid leaking from the left ear. Ordering an MRI, an x-ray of the spine, and 10 milligrams of morphine. White liquid leaking from left ear. Huh. I'm no doctor. I have no idea what that means. Patient 504. My ex-girlfriend came in with a broken left leg, recommending a low-priority x-ray and no painkillers. Also will be admitting patient into long-term care, so her stay may take up to 2 weeks. Cast will not be required at this time. Let her move the leg so it breaks more. Ah, ex-girlfriend. Okay. I think there might be a little conflict of interest with that doctor. Overheard someone from admin saying they might consider shutting our shit down and turning this whole building into infectious diseases. I'm not trained in that crap. I'd be let go in a heartbeat. Most likely they're in a state where they'll take anybody they can get, regardless of training. Meeting topic: should we shut down radiology? The recent influx of patients has caused our infectious diseases ward to be overrun. By shutting down radiology, we could likely fit over 120 people within the radiology offices. That raises certain questions. What's this? This is a book. Book is nice. Okay. Anyway, obviously they're talking about kind of reconfiguring their resources to allocate more and more to dealing with the NVDI virus outbreak. What I've learned of the history of this virus, it's been around for decades, like a really long time. Obviously, it couldn't have been out of hand for that long. I wonder how long it took before things in Los Ecos got really dire. Wait, did I miss this? Lock down the roof access, things are going to hell. Quite frankly, I don't want to see another person jump off the roof. Oh dear. That was a mistake. Were people jumping off the roof? I don't really see an indication of that. What is this place? Maybe a lecture hall? Copy of the U.S. Constitution, dated 1873. Huh. 1873? Oh, okay. I read through this. It really just covers the amendments in here, and it covers, I think, the first 15 amendments, which is why the date makes more sense now, 1873, because the first 10 amendments were passed, like, practically right after the Constitution took effect. It's considered the Bill of Rights, that's what they call it. And the last, amendments 13 through 15 relate to the Civil War. The abolition of slavery being the 13th Amendment, and then the 14th and 15th Amendment revolved around, who gets to be a citizen, and that kind of details, like more stuff about the ending of slavery. So the 1873 date makes sense. There are, I believe, currently 27 amendments to the U.S. Constitution. But as of 1873, it makes sense that there will be about 15. It makes sense. So what the heck is this place? Los Ecos News Network. Oh. Founded in 1896. Has been a proud yellow journalism free for its entire duration. I don't think yellow journalism has a positive connotation. The Los Ecos News Network is proud to serve the people of Los Ecos with unbiased, free, and informative news. Yeah, I'd have to look up yellow journalism, but I don't think that's positive. I think yellow journalism represents journalism that has an extreme bias, journalism that has an axe to grind. And considering the recent articles I've read from the Los Ecos paper, yeah, it is kind of yellow journalism, let's be honest. It kind of is yellow journalism. Airliner crash 2013. An airliner crashed at Olympus International Airport earlier today. Southwest Airlines Flight 3427 was landing at the airport, but due to slick runways, skidded off the runway, hit the I-34, hitting 37 vehicles. Reported 5 people were killed, including one hostess on the plane. Further 20 injured. There is a plane wreck on I-34, but it's not near the airport. It's definitely not from a plane that skidded off the runway. It's well away from there. It's closer to Olympus City itself than the Olympus International Airport. So this must be a different incident. Reported from Utah Lake City late that evening, bound for Olympus International Airport. There was heavy rains. 13 inches of rain already dropped in the area. Visibility less than 500 feet. Runways were slick. It overshot its landing spot by 1,300 feet. Slammed through the fencing into I-34. Caused structural damage to a small blue house. Okay. An interesting article about a plane crash. It's not the plane that's currently on I-34. That's a different one. Kevlar chest plate. It has lens taped to it. Huh. Kevlar pants. Huh. Has lens stapled into the knee pads. So I saw a Kevlar vest and Kevlar pants. Should I collect the full set? Old combat helmet. So I saw a Kevlar chest plate and leggings. Old combat helmet. I haven't seen shoes, boots, or anything. Earthquake. Oh, this is talking about an earthquake during a live broadcast. This is referencing a 2007 earthquake. Is that when the big one hit that caused so much damage to Los Ecos? I don't know. It could be just one of many major earthquakes that they've had in this area. Days ago, Los Ecos was hit by an 8.8 Richter scale earthquake. That's pretty big. Largest in history. 5,000 estimated dead so far. The number's only climbing. Many buildings in central and northern parts of the city were hit, including the Los Ecos Medical City. We have helicopter footage of the earthquake happening. Following footage may be disturbing to some viewers. Please watch with your own discretion. What you saw there was a disaster known as the earthquake. The president is ensuring a care package for the city of Los Ecos. This will take time to recover. Oh, LENN is Los Ecos News Network. Okay. Okay. So this is telling me that the earthquake in 2007 was the big one. The one that caused so much damage to the buildings around here. The one that led to these huge ravines opening up through the middle of the city. The crazy thing that it's at least 10 years past, and maybe more, after that earthquake, before all of civilization came to an end. So yeah, the damage was extensive and severe, but it's still surprising that there's still so much damage to be seen so long after the earthquake. What's that? Wow! This special Alien Ho? It gave me extra health. Or at least it seemed to, temporarily. And here's a spade. That's Alien taped to the handle, and that gives me extra hearts. Huh. Well, that makes me wonder if maybe I should collect the rest of the LANN equipment. Panic in cities. There's been a rising panic due to the new virus called NVDI-15. Global cases have gone into the thousands. It's reported that people who are infected with the virus lose heartbeats for a couple seconds, and upon waking up or revival, they become very aggressive toward anyone near them. Some people are saying they are like bloodthirsty savages, and reports of people being bit by these savages are numerous. People are concerned that the virus affects the infected person's brain to violence. The CDC and WHO are trying to find the causes and effects of this virus. We'll update you more on the matter as we get more details. I kind of wish I had a date on that, because that's clearly a report from very early in the outbreak. Today, Congress has declared the fault of the virus that is spread across the globe the fault of the CCP, the government of China. CCP has not responded yet to the accusations, but the US and various allies have enacted trade embargoes on China. Many people are worried that the stock market crash over the past few years has made the virus handling more difficult. Due to the fact that stock markets have crashed to points farther than the Great Depression, soon the very fractured world economy will break. Many investors have gone broke. People are worried that even the great economies of the world will break with how far the economy's gone down. Well, not surprising, I suppose. I've started to come to terms with the fact that coming up with a definitive timeline is not really going to be practical when things happened. But I still hope to figure out how things happened. I can get the how and the what, even if I can't manage to get the when. Wars broken out on the Korean Peninsula earlier today. North Korea launched an assault on South Korea. U.S. troops stationed there were overwhelmed by artillery shots and troops. There was suspected Chinese involvement in the backup of the North Korean invasion. What's this? LNN pickaxe. Again, it gives me extra hearts. Breaking news. 7 minutes ago, we received word that Seoul, South Korea has been nuked. Don't know who initiated the attack or what was the cause. We just know an estimated 2,000 U.S. soldiers and 3 million citizens of South Korea were killed. Huh. From the looks of it, it was a missile, according to that report. Old combat axe. Again with Len taped to the handle, and again it gives me hearts. Live from the town hall, riots have not let off for years. Currently on the western side, some people have been camping outside along the walls for months. We'd like to know why you're still camping here even after the virus outbreaks in the city and quarantining of the hospital. My wife is a nurse in the hospital when they quarantine it. I told her that the government would do it anyway, but she didn't listen. They let her die, and now my only son has lost his mama. People responsible need to pay. Oh wow. Middle-aged man tackles the reporter to the ground. As suddenly gunshots begin to ring out, snipers on the tower begin to fire at something. Cameraman drops the camera as it stumbles down, and the camera shows as a garbage truck with spikes and armor welded to it barrels toward it. The truck zooms by as a large metal screeching sound is heard. More gunshots begin ringing out as the growls of infected begin to fill the air. Okay. So there was reference to this at City Hall, that there was some kind of attack on the barricades that damaged the gate, and I think as a result they parked a tank in front of the damaged wall or gate. An old sword. Huh. Yet another item that gives me extra hearts. Medical camp at Central Park, New York City has been overrun. New York City's been nuked. London has fallen. CDC failed. Atlanta's been nuked. Chicago's slowly succumbing to the undead. The United States government is not in Washington, D.C. Where are they? Seattle isn't going to survive the fight much longer. Berlin has fallen. There are no radio signals from 73 countries. There's no hope for Los Ecos anymore. Las Vegas has been nuked. Russian Federation contact's been lost. We're at DEFCON 1. The United States government reveals that the reason the world is cut off after the nuking of Seoul. Satellites around the world were shot down in an event they call the Satellite Massacre. Yes. It really screwed up GPS and a lot of people's ability to navigate, especially the military. A term that has gone around when a country has no radio signals or has more than 95% of its population undead. It is called black. Over half the countries in the world have gone black. I don't even know why I'm doing these reports anymore. Nobody will be listening. They're all undead freaks. LENN Tower has lost power. I'm just up here on the top floor with Jane, and a lot of food and water. The military force at the National Guard has not responded in a long time. They probably abandoned us after they bombed parts of the city. The city is silent. There aren't cars honking. We ran out of food and water. I'm just a news reporter, no fighter. Jane got bit. I didn't protect her. I'm sorry. It all went to shit so quickly. As dire, as morbid as that is, it does at least give me some background. No specific dates, but it tells me kind of the sequence of events of things going terribly wrong. Still, the fall of everything was supposed to have taken decades, so that's still very confusing to me. I don't quite understand. Well, if that note can... I was going to say, if that note said they were on the top floor... Yeah, okay. This looks like the roof area. Some big cameras set up here for some reason. Oh, this is the main studio. On the top floor. Oh! Oh! Breaking news! We're announcing your death. Wow! I don't know if it works anymore after getting hit by it, but it's a microphone. And they were wearing black pants, for what it's worth. Oh, here's another note. F this damn city. Sure is a nice view up here. Wow. It's one of the tallest buildings in the city. Now I am out of torches. Just about out. I have placed thousands of torches lighting up the city. Thousands. And if I'm going to finish exploring it, I'm going to need to get myself some more torches. Time to go back and get some more supplies. Just trying to remember what buildings I've been in. I've been in here. Don't know if I've been in that building. It's kind of dark. Doesn't look like it. Lots of bookshelves here. This could be a library, but I don't think so. Haven't I been in a library already? No, this is indeed the Great Library. The first Arrow of Los Ecos was founded in 1884 by Stanley Jacobs, close to where the city hall lies today. With the cowboy town being at a slow crawl on population growth, many did not want to make the journey to the town from the safety of the rapidly expanding Olympus city in the northwest. The original site has long been lost to modern-day expansion and reconstruction, with the last oil rig site being torn down for an apartment complex in 2011. The town stood at an estimated population of 309 by 1890. By the turn of the new century, it was an estimated 434. However, that would all change with the discovery of oil in the basin in 1907, and before World War I broke out, the population had exploded to over 7,000. This led forth to the golden age of Los Ecos, as investors, immigrants, and expansion paved the way forward for the small town. By the beginning of the 1920s, the population was over 10,000, and over 3,000 square kilometers had been taken for housing. The first major drilling company, the Oro Drilling Corporation, owned by the Oro family, emerged in 1927, and because of the Great Depression, many setbacks were put on the new corporation and the city as a whole. With World War II starting, many able men were shipped out, and when they returned, the city had changed even more during the wartime efforts, and a memorial site was constructed along with a National Guard post in 1951. Throughout the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, the city continued to expand into the desert, with the I-34 highway connecting it to the outside world. It became a large, popular tourist attraction with many casinos, luxury hotels, and malls. It began to rival Las Vegas, and the Lucky 38 has been compared to the Luxor Hotel and Casino. A subway system was made in the 60s, replacing the old trolley cars of the city, as expansion soon stopped in the early 90s with the construction of a new housing development. Though in 2007, a tragedy happened that rocked the city to its core. On March 17, 2007, an 8.8 scale earthquake hit the city, resulting in an estimated 6,000 people losing their lives and billions of dollars of damage. The hardest hit places were the center and northern parts of the city. The time it took to clean up the city has still not finished, with some buildings being condemned because of their age and the destruction of the earthquake. Much of that I had learned earlier from other sources, but that kind of wraps up all this history of Los Ecos up to the big earthquake in a nice neat bow. So far I haven't seen any zombies. Guess the zombies must not be big readers. In fact, I could even go so far as to say that this library is as quiet as a library. Oh, a book I can actually read. New World Dictionary. I am assuming this is some kind of inside joke that I'm not privy to. Door, a hinged sliding or revolving barrier at the entrance to a building, room, or vehicle, or the framework of a cupboard. Synonym, Ebsim. Ebsim, why did you crash the dev server again, you door? That's definitely an inside reference that I'm not privy to. Are they all baby zombies in here? No. But there are a couple of them. Fortunately, both of us had bad aim. I've been kind of casual about lighting this place up so far, because I didn't see any zombies on the lower 2 floors, or 3 floors. What is this place? Some kind of office. It's soon going to be swarming with zombies. I can't really deal with it right now because it's too hot for armor. My weapon's swing speed without the armor on is a lot slower. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, okay. This building is... The library was so peaceful and quiet. This is not going to be that. This is going to be the opposite of peaceful and quiet. And how did you miss? Seriously, how did that miss? Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Alright. Tell me it's cooled down enough for armor. Oh, makes a huge difference to be able to wear armor. I can take the hits more easily and I can swing faster. Yeah, the floor above is swarming with zombies. Just gonna race through and place torches and get cornered. Duck and weave! Duck and weave! I would not survive that without armor. No chance. Those buildings along there, I can't tell if I've explored those. And that would be the last buildings to check on this map. That would be it. Room keys. Oh. This must be some kind of hotel then. There's a sign in the front. I don't see a sign, but this is definitely some kind of hotel. Oh, it's getting thick with zombies up here. Tough little buggers. Extend stay. Had to extend my stay because they shut down the airport at Olympus. Thankfully, due to all the chaos, this hotel is letting people stay longer with no extra costs. You know, it's a pretty luxurious hotel to get stuck in. Oh no, there's a lot of floors above me. Holy crap. This is going to take forever to sort out. Oh, it's painful. Building like these can be painful to clear out because there's so much. Darn those freaking... Oh, this baby zombies suck. Is that enough? Yeah, it had just enough scaffolding to reach the upper floor. Ooh, a note. The Oro family is actually quite nice. I was in a rough spot and a friend relayed me to Franklin, and then I got a stable job. They sure have a lot of money. From what I understand, it's not entirely oil money either. At least some of the family is getting its money from drugs now. Huh. That looks like it's barricaded. No entry without What does that say? Gabriela's permission. Don't know who Gabriella is. Oh, there's cocaine. There was another floor where somebody mentioned getting a job from the Oros. That probably had something to do with that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's Gabriella. Golden crowbar. You know how they say making something solid gold would be cool? Yeah, this isn't it. It weighs a ton. I'll set that aside. Hard to tell in their condition, but Gabriella is either a midget or a child. I'm guessing a midget. So I see 3 big skyscrapers to the east that I haven't lit up yet. Yeah! There's a lot more to explore. Spiked boots. Huh. Spiked boots to ward off the evil CEOs of offices. Okay. I wonder if I could use them as a weapon. Not a very effective one. I hope the company shuts down with the whole new quarantine measures going across the country. I'd finally get some vacation time. I wonder if they ever got their vacation. Or anywhere to spend it. What's that about sirens? There's been more and more ambulances coming in the hospital. I wonder if some accident happened. I heard sirens earlier. Maybe a crash piled up. Without some kind of time signature on that, who knows when that happened. Oh, here's a book. My daughter in Olympus came down with that virus and was transported to the hospital yesterday. I hope she's doing okay. I call the hospital every day and they say she is safe there. Oh wow, look at that! I found another one. I'll leave that one there too. What's this note? I got hired by Alert to go work on their infrastructure of the subway. Messages. They already gave me a key card. Today's my last day here in this old stinky office. Oh. Alert is Los Ecos Regional Transit or something like that. Oh! Lost his key card. That's not gonna make a good first impression. I have some Alert key cards around someplace. I do intend to explore the sewers more thoroughly at a later time. Another note. I swear my friend Jake upstairs thinks that the government is hiding stuff from us. I think it's still just griefing from the fact that his pet bird died and he thinks the government did something to kill it. Grief could make you crazy. One of the people a couple floors down had an Alert key card. I know the government is hiding stuff from me, so with this key card I can go into the special restricted subway areas. I stashed it upstairs in an unused desk. I'll keep my eyes open for that. As I say, I found other employee key cards. It's not like they're actually hiding something. At least as far as I've seen from the subways. It just gives you access to the PA system. You can turn it on and hear automated PA announcements. But maybe if I explore the subways more thoroughly, I'll find something else that I missed before. My eyes peeled on this floor for a desk. There it is. Found it. As I say, I've seen those before. I'm not optimistic that I'll ever use that to find something really good, but I got one. I believe that office building is the last one I haven't explored yet. And I definitely haven't explored it. Huh. This raised desk here, or I guess a security or reception desk. The reception is so creepy. I can feel her staring into my soul. She sits on a pedestal. Last I heard, our CEO is having an affair with her. She's always wearing revealing clothing, tall high heels, lots of makeup. Been here for over 30 years and I still haven't been promoted. I don't understand it. We're the biggest insurance firm in all of Los Ecos, and yet they can't afford to pay me more than 13 bucks an hour? That's pretty awful. You'd probably get a job assembling cheeseburgers at a fast food restaurant for better pay than that. I had no clue the boss had connections to the Oro family. We've agreed that he can take half my paycheck every month, and then I can get free cocaine in exchange. It's a deal. I'm not sure how to feel about that. From the sounds of the Oro family originally was, well, they owned an oil company, right? So normally you get like an organized crime family that does stuff like, you know, smuggling drugs. They'll take over legitimate businesses for money laundering purposes. But it seems like this is a family that owned that oil well and refinery company for a long time. My coworkers are effed. Half of them are drug addicts. The other half are way too open about their life. Like, I feel like I'm the only sane one. Or maybe I'm the insane one. Guess it's all relative, huh? I don't trust our boss. I have some suspicions about him. But then he suddenly gave me a pay raise. So I don't think I'll say anything. Ooh, a switchblade. Holding your offhand to zoom along in the dead of night. Whoa! I'm holding on to that. That allows extremely fast travel. I was told by the boss today that due to my exceptional work, he wants to move me to higher floors. Oh boy. I'm a bit nervous, but glad I could get praise from him. So we know the boss is working for or with the Oro family. We know he's at least paying some of the workers in drugs. I swear only people the boss likes get the top 2 floors. It's like he's got some gang up there. Huh. Well, he works for the Oro family. It is definitely an organized crime family. I don't know that it started out that way, but it certainly is now. An old sword used to defend the gang against anything. It's gang, huh? Boss says I'm a part of his gang now. I don't know what that means, but it should be good, right? Probably. Warehouse C? Boss says we'll be needed up in North Side Altor Warehouse C. The dispatchos are doing a trade and Oro family wants us to stop them. Huh. North Side Warehouse C. So, north of where I'm at. is pretty much the only area I haven't mapped of Los Ecos yet. I think there's like... there might be warehouses up in that area too. So I'm going to save this note for later. And I'll have to remember to check that out. See if I can find that location that's referenced. Thought I was on the top floor and this would be the roof, but yeah, it is the roof. Which is strange, because does the boss not have his own office? I don't know, I didn't see a boss's office here. That is weird. There's no head guy's office here. I think I've explored all the buildings in this map. I have to check under the overpass to the east and check a little bit to the north, but I don't think there's any more buildings to explore. Let's get this out. Ooh, ha-ha! My gosh, this moves fast. This is crazy fast. Wow, this is fast travel. I gotta keep this switchblade. This is ridiculously fast. Actually, to put my armor back on, I move even a little bit faster, I think, while wearing the Exodus Squad plating. And I think I move even a little bit faster welding the Amara family trident. I'm not even sprinting. Hang on, let me sprint. Wah! This is just comically fast. It's so fast I can't tell where I'm going. Here's Los Ecos. I think I can say I've mapped 90% of it. There's this little section here. And I don't think there's any more skyscrapers in there, but there are some relatively large buildings, and perhaps Warehouse C that was referenced. I think it's possible I might be able to finish exploring Los Ecos, this enormous city, next time on Amon Chooses Open World Zombie Apocalypse.